We will stand up again. We will march again. We will preach again. We will organize again. We are black. We are white. We are Latino. We are Native American. We are Democrat. We are Republican. We are independent. We are people of faith. We are people not of faith. We are natives and immigrants. We are business leaders and workers and unemployed. We are doctors and the uninsured. We are gay. We are straight. We are students. We are parents. We are retirees. We are North Carolina, and we're here, and we ain't going nowhere.
I will be giving my speech in Spanish first. Tomemos el tiempo de recordar la herencia y sabiduría que nos dejó las palabras de Martin Luther King. Tengo un sueño que un día esta nación se levantará y vivirá el verdadero significado de su credo. Nosotros sostenemos como evidente esta verdad. Todos los hombres son creados iguales. Desafortunadamente seguimos sin tener esa igualdad para todos. Se aproximan las fechas para votar y su voz y voto pueden hacer la diferencia. Es tiempo de honrar los deseos constitucionales de nuestra Constitución al utilizar el privilegio de votar para asegurar que todo constituyente goce de los mismos derechos que los demás. La necesidad de una reforma inmigratoria solo se hará presente a través de sus votos. La falta de reforma inmigratoria tiene a miles de niños muriendo para cruzar la frontera. La falta de reforma inmigratoria separa familias. La falta de reforma inmigratoria injustamente le niega igualdad educacional a los estudiantes indocumentados. Y aquí, en Carolina del Norte, los estudiantes son forzados a matricularse a un costo 3 veces más alto que los otros estudiantes. Además de hacerlos esperar en línea para poder registrarse a sus clases sin acceso ninguno a beneficio financiero o préstamos bancarios. La falta de reforma inmigratoria me trata como un estudiante de segunda clase, al valer leyes estatales que dicen que yo no soy igual. Viví la discriminación que vivió algún día Rosa Parks al ser mandada a sentarse a la última fila de un autobús, simplemente por ser de una raza que en su tiempo se consideraba inferior. Recuerdo la frustración al sentir que mis sueños se esfumaban y la determinación y el valor que tuve que desarrollar al enfrentarme al gigante de la injusticia social. Pero al recordar la historia de los derechos civiles y la batalla que algún día lucharon los afroamericanos, me armé de valor. Su derecho a votar tiene el poder de permitirle a los demás las oportunidades y la felicidad que todos tenemos el derecho de obtener. Voten porque es importante, pero sobre todo voten por aquellos como yo y como los 11 millones que viven en las sombras, sin voto pero con mucha voz. Con mi voz y con el corazón en la mano, les pido que tomemos la decisión de votar por aquellos que apoyan una reforma inmigratoria para honrar nuestra Constitución, que todo hombre y mujer fueron creados igual. Let us take the time to remember the inheritance and wisdom of Dr. Martin Luther King. Now I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Dr. Martin Luther King reminds us all men and women are created equal. However, that doesn't mean we all have the same rights. As we grow closer to being able to voice our votes in a difficult time, it is time to uphold the constitutional desires of our founding fathers. The only way to do that is by employing our privilege to vote and granting law-deserving individuals the same right. Immigration needs to be addressed on all fronts, but more so at the polls. The lack of immigration reform has thousands of innocent children dying to cross the border. The lack of immigration reform keeps undocumented immigrants from their families and propagates family separation through heartless deportations. The lack of immigration reform in North Carolina alienates students and denies this growing student population educational equality. and also forces students to pay out-of-state tuition without access to financial aid, student loans, or any other benefits, and defers and denies students their dreams of a higher education and a better quality of life. The lack of immigration reform made me wait in line to register for classes because state legislation says I'm not equal. I experienced discrimination firsthand, and in a Rosa Parks-like scenario was thrown to the back of the list for registering for classes, although I was paying 3 times more to attend community college out of my own pocket. I remember hardly scraping up enough money for $800 monthly tuition payments. That experience is unforgettable because it's made me stronger. After 2 years, the time came to transfer to a private college at a commutable distance, where I paid $1,800 a month and commuted more than 45 minutes without a license. But I found the strength, faith, and determination to face the giant, also known as social injustice. I looked back through the pages of history and I found hope and encouragement. The lack of immigration reform allows for the same inhumane treatment of the individuals that brought upon the civil rights movement supported by the NAACP. Once more, it is time to take a stand, and we can do it at the polls. Your inalienable right to vote has the power to grant others the pursuit of happiness we are all equally entitled to. So vote because it matters, but most importantly, vote for those who can't, so that we may live out the meaning of our creed that all men and women were created equal.